You've heard the rumors, the whispers, the speculations. But what is Wildwood? Where did it come from? And how did it begin? This is the story. With a plan in place and goals set, Miller's engineering team begins the enormous task of designing the world's largest rotator.
The time constraints that we're in, we broke this apart among 3 or 4 engineers. So somebody got the boom, somebody got the wrecker frame, I got the subframe.
The engineers are under pressure to complete their individual FEAs so that production can start on time. The engineers are in uncharted territory and the pressure is mounting. Joel and his team must complete all required FEAs before production. While many of the parts are fabricated in-house on Miller Industries' state-of-the-art laser and waterjet, some of the parts are so large, no machine on site can do the job.
And then all of a sudden you see a couple 1,000-pound bearing show up and you're like, okay, it's on.
The team has spent months running tests. Now the time has come to start bringing these designs to life. The Miller Industries team has never before tested loads exceeding 150,000 pounds. Upgraded testing equipment has been installed, including a load cell with a capacity of 220,000 pounds.
97, 98, 99, 99, 20,000.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, Miller Industries is proud to introduce the Century M100. The industry's first unit was 65,000 planetary main winches, 30,000-pound auxiliary winches, and a 30,000-pound drag winch. A maximum boom height of over 53 feet. An outrigger stance of 25 feet. A turret travel length over 12 feet. With a rating of 200,000 pounds. This is the Century M100.
It's the first time you guys been down to Miami? It's Miami. It's Miami. We obviously don't do average cars. Everything we move here is generally an exotic, a hypercar, supercar. They need something that's going to be able to take it damage-free. And with the right approach, there's no better tool. You want to take a look around?
Yeah.
We've expanded a few times already, and this is basically what we got now. We have a store in Newport Beach also. We're a Pagani dealer, Karma dealer. We started carrying Icon aircraft now. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's Ultimo. That's the last one ever made. The last coupe ever made. They're ridiculous. Interior with the teal, with the Miami blue, La Ferrari. You don't really see too many in gray. Anything you could think of we've had here, you know, at one point in time. We got a red GT3 RS. That's a 2 RS. You can do that one. That's a $60,000 paint job. I started out when I was 15 dispatching for a repossession and tow away company that basically dealt with private property towing for illegally parked cars. And the second I was 18, I was in a truck taking cars. When I got old enough to drive, I was driving a self-loader. Definitely a change going from taking somebody's car because they parked wrong, as opposed to delivering the new car that they dreamed for.
Exactly.
Anywhere from 8 to 10 myself, my other driver's about the same. The most we've ever done in a day between the drivers, each driver's done 14, 15 a day. It's the right tool for the job. You don't need ramps, you don't need wood. I mean, it's as strong as it can ever be. It's pretty. It's a good looking bed, it's reliable, it's low, it's damage free, and it's perfect. It's a perfect tool for my job. I think the timing also too. When I get a lot of these cars, I can have them loaded up in under 2 minutes. It makes you more confident as a driver because you know that you're not going to hit the bumpers with this bed. You don't want them seeing you having to pull out 2x4s and pieces of wood and, you know, and not being confident in what you do. You know, the equipment kind of speaks for itself. You pull up there, you load up to the car, you're not going to have any issues. Everything's going to be damage free. The customer's happy, you're happy, the car's happy. It would probably be the Veneno. We delivered the car, and when I bring it to this building, I had no idea that there was gonna be press there. DuPont Registry was there, a few other car editors were there. The cool thing is all the pictures that are online now of it are on a right approach. You know, I got almost 20,000 Instagram followers within a month because of that one delivery. Image is definitely a big thing. Never had an issue with any of our Century stuff, and we'll just keep buying them. Just keep buying them, buying them, buying them, buying them. I've been at Prestige now for 8 years. I used to deliver cars here now and then, and I met the owner of the dealer. He was buying a truck. We ended up ordering a Miller product off of research and me telling the owner of the dealer, you know, this is gonna be the best product for what we do. We move a lot of exotics, hypercars, supercars. We need something that's gonna be able to take the cars damage-free without having to use wood or ramps. We need something to last down here. And with the right approach, has been the best thing for us. We've never had an issue with it. Customers love it. It's a great image and it represents us. Usually when I show up there, the first thing they say is like, nice truck. You know, and they kind of start looking at the truck. The trucks are always clean. The second I start unloading the bed, I unstrap the car. The second the bed hits the ground and it articulates, they look at it and they kind of freak out. They're like, what? Like, I've never seen that. So a lot of customers ask me, you're not gonna use any wood? And I have to explain to them, I don't really need to. So they're like, wow, the bed breaks in the back? Like, they've never seen that. Most of the time they'll watch me load up the car like most people would. They kind of freak out because the bed will articulate and keep the car from hitting the bed. It proves itself. Words can't describe it, you'd have to see it for yourself.
The Master Rack system that is offered with our Century heavy duty record line. You have many options that can go with this thing. It's pretty awesome. We have the bin system here that you can use for any of your airlines, tools, anything like that. We have optional hose racks on the door so you can hang your airlines from here. One of my favorite ones is the floor dry holder we have here. It comes with a bucket. It holds approximately 2 bags of oil dry. There's no spillage. It's as easy as you put the bucket underneath it, you pull the handle, dispenses it, you close the handle, you're good. The door holds it closed. It's a really awesome option. In this compartment, we have the optional chain buckets. So your chains aren't just laying in the body all over the floor. So you actually have a compartment that the chain will fit into. Also on the door, you have the optional hose rack, or with the bin, you have a bin storage system. It simply goes in the door and you can put your air fittings, wire connectors, whatever you need in there. And then the next compartment, we have this awesome slide out tray that extends out. It would be great for optional for your wood, a chainsaw, a cutoff saw, whatever you would need. And the nice thing about it is it slides out to the passenger or driver side. Also on this door, as you can see, we have the optional hose holder. The nice thing with the tray down here, it keeps the hose tucked in real nice and tight. And this is our optional drive shaft holder. We designed this so you could either put a drive shaft in it, an axle shaft can fit in here, or optional for wood in the back. It's pretty awesome. It's on ball bearing slides. It slides real easy, and it's just a great option. And now we've moved over to the driver's side of the unit. On this door, we've opted for the optional bin compartments on the door with no airlines. It's up to you guys how you guys want to put it on. Honestly, it's just that's what we opted because that's how we liked it. And like I said, on the other side, you have the tray that slides out either way. This is an awesome option. And you can be safe on the side of the road if it's on either side, wherever you need it. On to the next compartment on the driver's side. We opted for the bins and some shelving. The shelving can be adjusted to wherever you as the customer would like it. We put the optional coil hose holder up top. We opted for the air hose holder here on this door, just for the convenience to have hoses wherever you as the customer want to mount them. And last but not least, probably my favorite compartment of all, we designed this for your strap storage. We designed each pocket to hold the strap of its size. As you can see here, your 16 foots, your 12 foots, everything has a compartment and they fit perfectly. There's no more fondling around in there to try to find what strap you need. Subscribe to our news feed for the latest tips and tricks from Miller Industries.
This video is for product demonstration purposes only.
Is your road tractor and trailer sitting idle? Want to increase your road tractor fleet uptime? Well, the Holmes DTU can help you do just that. The Holmes DTU is a detachable towing unit from Miller Industries that gives you the flexibility to utilize your existing road tractor for more uptime when not using a trailer. The DTU allows the usage of a road tractor's fifth wheel plate combined with an added wetline kit for towing up to 35,000 pounds. The Holmes DTU provides a low-profile hydraulic 113-inch underlift that is ideal for towing road tractors, city buses, and service vehicles. A standard 20,000-pound rated hydraulic planetary winch allows for winch recovery capabilities. The DTU can easily be detached from your truck's fifth wheel plate and stored for usage when needed. When your truck isn't towing a trailer, the Holmes DTU lets you maximize uptime for your truck fleet. With its lightweight platform, the DTU offers an ideal solution for highway towing from state to state. This Holmes unit can also be outfitted with toolboxes and customized with other accessories to meet your towing needs. The Holmes DTU offers the flexibility you need to diversify your fleet. And all from the oldest name in towing, Holmes.
First thing we do with the Holmes DTU is start the truck up, engage the PTO. Now we lower the boom lift down. A block of wood is always a great idea to put underneath the heel of the underreach. Next, we're going to remove the safety pins that are up front. There's one on each side. Then we're going to extend the legs to protect our fenders from getting damaged. Like I said, on the other side, there's different notches in here for the height of your tractor. When you unhook these lines, you're always gonna have a little residual hydraulic fluid. Now we're gonna pull the unit forward and detach the DTU. And now we're gonna put the DTU back on the tractor and show you the ease of that. Back up, get close. Use the tilt function of the underreach. As you can hear, it just latched. Now lift the underreach up, put it into your normal travel height. You're ready to go.
Remember, go to our website and subscribe to our news feed to stay up to date with all the tips and tricks from Miller Industries.
Hello everybody, Mike Fraser here from Miller Industries. Today we're going to utilize the Kingpin towing attachment and show you the simplicities and a few tips and tricks on how to hook it up. First, you're going to want to lower your underreach down so you can install your rear towing attachments. You're going to want to remove your retainer pin and take your fork receiver and face it towards the ground on the inboard position. This is where the Kingpin attachment attaches to the unit itself. Now we're installing the end caps so we can use these to chain the axles up. Now you install the other end cap and your safety retaining pins for your pintle hook. And now we're going to install the actual Kingpin attachment itself. Then you just line up the holes and insert the pin through and put your safety latch on. Before hooking up this attachment, you must dump the air ride suspension. Clear the frame rails of the truck, back up some so we can reach the fifth wheel, and we'll install this for you. And now we're going to extend the underreach out and insert the Kingpin into the fifth wheel itself. And probably the most important part of this hookup is making sure the fifth wheel jaws are locked onto the Kingpin. The most important part of this hookup is making sure that the fifth wheel jaws are locked onto the Kingpin attachment itself. The first thing you're going to want to do is take your chain, hook it onto the end cap, and leaving yourself probably an 8 or 10 link tail hanging over. Then take your chain and put it behind the rear axle. Make sure that you're missing any S-cam rods, brake chambers, or ABS wires. You don't want to cut or bend anything. Now you can take the excess chain, throw it forward so you can tie up the front axle. And now you pull the excess chain around your second axle and then simply just tighten it up. Repeat the process on the passenger side as we did the driver's side. And now we're just simply lifting the truck up off the tires. And as you can see, the chain is actually suspending the load. There was no gap on the fifth wheel. And sucking it into where it can be safely towed. And now we're going to install the safety chains. You always want to install the safety chains because you never ever know what could happen out there on the road. And last but not least, we install our tow lights. And now we're ready to roll. Subscribe to our news feed for the latest tips and tricks from Miller Industries.
This video is for product demonstration purposes only.
Today we're going to talk about our dual camera system with monitor. This dual camera system is really nice accessory that we offer. Also has its own separate monitor mounted here in the cab. Allows you to be able to see there what you're backing up to, and then toggle in between the screens depending on which camera you would like to view from.
This new winch is exclusive on Miller Industries product only.
Are you tired of using valuable toolbox space to store your wheel grids when not in use? Well, you spoke and we listened. Miller Industries is proud to offer a new storage accessory for your Century 3212, Vulcan V30, or Chevron 1016 medium-duty underlift wheel grids. The wheel grid storage option helps to eliminate the wasted time of taking the wheel grids in and out of the side toolboxes. Now you have convenient storage right at the back of the truck by the underlift. These new wheel grid storage brackets are available as an option for new medium-duty units and can also be ordered for existing units for a weld-on retrofit application. For pricing and availability, contact your local Miller Industries distributor. And don't forget to subscribe to our news feed on our website to stay up to date on all the latest product news and information from Miller Industries.
The Vulcan V30 is one of the most popular medium-duty towing and recovery units ever built, due to over 10 years of proven reliability and versatility. The recovery boom and underlift are both constructed of high-tensile steel, using 4-plate construction to achieve maximum strength with minimum weight. The recovery boom is rated at 32,000 pounds when retracted and 12,000 pounds when fully extended. When raised to its maximum lift angle of 36 degrees, the V30 has an impressive hook height of 160 inches. For those tough recoveries, the V30 is equipped with dual 15,000-pound planetary gear winches, each with 150 feet of half-inch IWRC wire rope. Air clutch releases and cable tensioners are standard. Manually extendable rear jack feet are available to provide increased stability during side pulls and feature flip-down spades for better grip on soft surfaces. The rear tailboard features heavy-duty cast D-rings, built-in pockets with safety chains and air and electrical plug-ins for easy access. The low-profile underlift on the V30 provides a maximum reach of 84 inches to the center of the lift forks, along with 20 degrees of positive tilt and 10 degrees of negative tilt. When using the lift forks, the underlift is rated for 12,000 pounds retracted and 8,500 pounds extended, with a tow capacity of 32,000 pounds. For light-duty towing, your V30 comes standard with 2 pair of Vulcan's popular strapless wheel retainers, one 4,000-pound pair for passenger cars, and another 6,500-pound pair for light trucks. To provide easy access and storage for your towing and recovery equipment, your Vulcan is available with a 136-inch CA aluminum modular body, as shown. A 120-inch CA body is also available. Both provide a pass-through tunnel on the front boxes. For easy access, there are even tube holders to store brooms and shovels, along with storage for your lifting forks. Other boxes include storage for air hoses, chain racks, adjustable shelves, and storage brackets for additional equipment, such as your combination pintle hook, fifth wheel attachment, and your wheel retainer. Other options include a 4-drawer toolbox for your hand tools and snatch block holders. The rear compartment on both sides houses manual controls for your boom and underlift, along with passenger side lanyard control for the underlift. An optional wireless remote is also available. To keep your equipment secure, the heavy-duty chrome latches on your tool compartments can be locked and unlocked with one click of a button on your keyless remote. To find your equipment on dark nights, all the tool compartments have LED lighting. Your V30 comes standard with LED body lights, and Vulcan offers a wide range of emergency and work area lighting to fit your specific needs. Some of the most popular include LED light bars, LED side lights, work and underlift lights, as well as door flashing warning lights. Vulcan. Brutally tough. Visit your local Vulcan distributor to learn more about the V30 or the complete line of
towing and recovery equipment. From small wreckers to carrier decks to heavy-duty rotators, however, that are the most visible and some would argue the most popular. They're built in what Miller calls the Large Business Unit, or LBU.
Today we're going to take you through some 300,000 square feet of manufacturing facility in which we manufacture not only the medium duty, but the large wreckers here in Chattanooga.
The facility measures 300,000 square feet and is devoted just to LBU. At Miller Industries, quality is paramount. The company even has an ISO rating of 9001 to prove it. This means that Miller Industries recognizes its responsibility as a designer and manufacturer and constantly strives to improve quality in all areas. This high level of quality is extremely apparent in LBU. The division has multiple departments and each one plays a critical role. First up, purchasing. They coordinate with the vendors who supply the components that Miller doesn't build, such as valves or winches. These components are stored in Miller's 40,000 square foot warehouse. In production control, they make sure that the in-house welded components and the purchased parts flow through the plant at the proper time. Then there's weld, which marks the beginning of the manufacturing process. First, a weld kit is delivered to one of 60 weld stations. These kits include all the metal pieces necessary to weld a component, from a boom to a subframe.
Today, Miller employs a staff of over 15 structural engineers. What you're seeing here are individual pieces of certain PSI content and design to put the optimum amount of strength, but leaving the weight out of the unit.
Everything in the kits is designed by one of Miller's structural engineers. They design components that can take the optimum amount of strain without compromising the overall weight of the unit.
So this is a strain gauge test we're running today. Basically all that happens is we start pulling the truck against this immovable object. As the boom comes down, it loads up this leg. You're able to see this leg start to bow out this way as the steel flexes. We're going to take data from these strain gauges and measure the stress at various points on the boom.
The welders take these parts and put them in fixtures, or jigs, to ensure a uniform fit. Then, after the components are tacked up, they're removed for finish welding by a certified welder or one of the robotic welders. The LBU has 2 robots to help streamline the weld process. They operate non-stop and provide high-quality welds with consistent heat penetration throughout.
You can see where the robot is taking that long weld, placing that weld onto the weldment support, coming in here, taking your bosses, laying it into the chamfer bosses, and you can see where the robot is yet to run here in the tacked up position.
The next step is metal finish. Here, welded parts are suspended from an overhead crane that supports up to 6,000 pounds and are moved through the media blast and then into the paint booth. The media blast removes any rust, oils, or imperfections in the metal so the paint will adhere better. In the paint booth, an epoxy primer is applied to the inside and outside of each welded component. These procedures are designed to help the parts hold up in a rugged outdoor environment. Assembly comes next. This is where painted welded components are mated with vendor-supplied pieces. This is where the unit starts to come to life. At Miller Industries, the Century and Vulcan units roll down the same assembly line. Each has its own character, its own design factors, but the men who assemble the Century products also install Vulcan, and Miller quality is in every brand. The next order of business is toolbox wiring and pack-out. Here, the completed center section takes its first real step toward becoming your recovery unit. Aluminum toolboxes are custom made with lighting packages and other options. They also get a one-piece modular wire harness with a 5-year warranty. Although Miller does ship units, the vast majority of heavy-duty wreckers are installed at the Chattanooga, Tennessee facility. Installers with as much as 30 years experience prep the cab and chassis first. Then, the center section is mounted, tool compartments are temporarily installed, and it's sent to a local paint shop. Once completed, installing additional lights and accessories. Buying a large wrecker is a significant investment. That's why Miller insists that every heavy-duty unit is inspected and re-inspected throughout the manufacturing process. They want your heavy-duty wrecker to leave the factory exactly the way you ordered it. This is a process that has been and continues to be fine-tuned. Miller Industries is not just building a unit. They're creating a custom machine for you that has character, personality, and soul. And this is what sets Miller Industries apart from the competition. Miller Industries, the world leader in towing and recovery equipment.
the recent months, we've looked at many towing companies and have even shown specific products that make them great. But when you're talking about towing and recovery equipment, you always end up in one place. And that's where more of the industry goes than anywhere else because of their amazing selection, service, and dependability, fame, and museum. It's also home to the largest manufacturer of towing and recovery equipment in the world, with products in over 50 countries.
Miller Industries is the largest manufacturer of towing and recovery equipment in the world. Here at Miller Industries, we pride ourselves on having the best people, the best product, and the best distribution network in the towing and recovery industry.
A variety of products that cater to a variety of needs. And with a history of innovation, you wouldn't expect Miller Industries to rest on their laurels. They continue to set the bar high in all aspects of their industry.
All wreckers with the self-loaders, the new battery vehicle that we're offering for the AAA contractors, our car carriers with the LCG, medium-duty wreckers, the large wrecker group with both conventional fixed boom and integrated, and of course right behind you what you see with our top of the line with our rotator line. We're constantly in the field working with our customers. We're looking for the new ideas that makes their job a little bit easier. We're also looking for those tools that makes that piece of equipment work with a lot more function and features and benefits to it also. The innovations in the future that we're looking at is probably a new car carrier line. We're looking at always the means of being able to get the vehicle picked up quicker in the small wreckers. And large wreckers is weight. Weight is always a key thing that we deal with, and we can take that from our 25-ton unit all the way up to the current 75-ton model. We always look at innovation and how we can build strength and integrity and leave the weight off the machine and its design.
So when you're looking for trust, dependability, and think Miller Industries, the world's greatest.
More than a production plant, it's home to the world's single largest dedicated car carrier manufacturing operation. Covering more than 200,000 square feet, this state-of-the-art car carrier manufacturing facility is located in Hermitage, PA, and produces the most widely known premium car carrier brands for the towing and recovery industry worldwide.
Miller Industries.
Century, Vulcan, and Chevron car carriers all start here at the material receiving dock. Everything from finished component parts to raw materials, like steel and aluminum, comes into the plant through one of the 6 receiving docks. The facility utilizes a large amount of steel and aluminum during the manufacturing of its carriers, enough to fill a 2-acre warehouse every 3 months. Materials are either then sent to prep or inventoried for later use. This facility is outfitted with state-of-the-art manufacturing machines and has some of the most highly skilled machine operators and craftsmen, all working together to produce the highest quality car carriers for the towing and recovery industry. Here in Miller Industries Carrier Production, we manufacture many of the car carrier parts in-house at our facilities. Precision bending, plasma cutting, and welding operations are part of the process that helps to ensure a premium fit for all components. We've invested in the latest technology, including a robotic welding cell that's capable of producing 1 finished car carrier deck per hour. Our metal preparation processes are designed to provide maximum longevity and resistance to the elements for our car carriers. An example of this is our 2 particulate blasting booths, where we use high-pressure blasting to clean and prepare the raw metal for the painting process. The blasting process cleans off contaminants and creates a rough texture that allows maximum adhesion for the paint primer, helping to seal out the elements and prevent rust and corrosion. With precision and quality being key, environmental stewardship is also a chief concern here at our facility. We operate one of the most environmentally friendly paint application atmospheres available for manufacturing, and this helps produce a long-lasting product, while also reducing our impact on the environment. Our state-of-the-art paint booths provide quality paint application and contaminant-free environmental controls, while also allowing for process redundancy to maintain capacity during equipment maintenance downtime. We also utilize a 140-degree curing oven after the painting process is completed to ensure maximum paint durability. Other advanced quality measures include positive pressure between the buildings that prevent contaminants from entering through the air into the clean side of the manufacturing process. The installation of an air recirculation system that takes clean but warm exhaust air from the plant's air compressors and puts that back into the building for heat is another energy-efficient improvement that also benefits our workforce. The facility-wide bright LED lighting helps to reduce energy usage while providing superior lighting for our staff. We've invested over $20 million into our facilities and processes to meet stewardship commitments, as well as our commitments to our customers. Providing customized options for our car carriers is critical, and to meet this demand, we employ people with the highest skill sets. Advanced assembly, wiring, and system hydraulics provide a critical result to our finished products. The engineering behind our carriers allows for intuitive design elements, such as separate hydraulic and electric conduit channel routings for better heat isolation and easier maintenance. Galvanization of subframes provides long-term corrosion resistance against road salts and other road chemicals. Our engineers are constantly working towards continuous improvement in our product designs. Whether recovering a disabled car or helping a stranded motorist on the roadside, we know that our customers rely on the quality of our products to get them going and out of harm's way fast. Our people and processes, along with our facility, product designs, and technology, are what make the Miller Industries brands of car carriers the industry best around the globe.
For a medium-duty integrated towing and recovery unit packed with versatility, check out the Vulcan V24. The V24 is equipped with hydraulic multi-position rear spades, dual 12,000-pound planetary winches, and a recovery boom rated at 12 tons retracted and 5 tons fully extended, with a maximum hook height of 147 inches and a maximum reach past the tailboard of 72 inches at minimum elevation.
Imagine a recovery boom that travels back and forth under heavy loads. Now imagine this same roller system can self-clean and requires minimal grease or lubrication. No need to use your imagination. Miller Industries has spent 3 years developing a new 50-ton rotator that does just that. The 1150R is the first heavy-duty wrecker boom to be equipped with a 75 metric ton stainless steel quad roller system that requires minimal grease or lubrication. This system was tested under a variety of climate conditions, from extreme heat to the bitter cold. Even severe ice doesn't stop the 1150R from operating with heavy loads. Miller Industries continues to develop recovery equipment that makes your job easier, safer, and more efficient. These innovations keep Miller Industries at the forefront of the industry. The 1150R also comes with the new Raptor remote control system with cutting-edge technology, putting all the boom and winch functions at your fingertips with joystick controls. Another feature that makes the Century 1150R unique is the independent recovery boom and underlift. The recovery boom capacity is an impressive 100,000 pounds when retracted and extends up to 248 inches with a capacity of 22,000 pounds. The 1150R, like the Century 1060 and 1075, has 360 degrees of continuous boom rotation and a maximum hook height soaring to 495 inches at its maximum boom angle of 66 degrees. Main winches are rated at 50,000 pounds with 3/4 inch by 250 feet of IWRC wire rope and is also available with optional dual 22,000 pound turret mounted winches. You have two options for rear outriggers. Option 1, H-beam outriggers in front and rear with a 262-inch stance, along with the HHU underlift. Option 2, 4-stage rear outriggers paired with the front H-beam outriggers and the SDU-4 underlift. An optional 50,000 pound drag, which is also available with the 4-stage rear outriggers. For more information on the new Century 1150R, roll on over to your local Century distributor.
Introducing the Century 9055, the best-selling 50-ton wrecker on the market today. Equipped with an optional 3-stage boom, there is 18 feet of boom extension. Century's innovative engineering allows the second and third stage of the recovery boom to extend and retract together, even under a load, something that not many in the industry can accomplish. The 9055 comes standard with dual 2-speed planetary gear winches. They are equipped with 2-wire ropes, 3/4 inch by 250 foot. Diagonal rear jack legs with multi-position flipper feet are standard, and the 9055 is also available with optional hydraulic extendable rear outriggers that offer a flip-down spade along with a low-pull D-ring. The 9055 and all Century Heavy Duty Integrated now feature a spring-loaded cable tie back system with bump stops for the underlift. They are also equipped with 14 feet of grade 100 safety chains. Take a look at the optional roller guide. The optional coach lowrider underlift is 3 inches lower than the standard underlift and has an amazing 160 inches of reach, rated at 55,000 pounds. It is built to carry some of the heaviest loads on the road. Offset low-profile fork receivers, 9 sets of lift forks, spring lifters, and hook-end caps are all standard on the Century 9055. The receivers can be used in different positions to allow for low or high clearance situations depending on the need. An optional pinto hook attachment is also available that can accommodate the optional 5th wheel adapter plate. Storage for these attachments has all been incorporated in the body design of the 9055. The 9055 is also equipped with a 14-function wireless remote that controls all underlift, boom, and winch functions. It charges in a docking station located in the cab and has a magnetic backing. The all-aluminum toolbox is designed to accommodate all the attachments and tools that are required to get the job done. Electric powered door locks are standard, and an optional flashing warning door lamp kit is also available. A pass-through tunnel box located in the front compartment is also available and can accommodate the storage of long-handled tools, shovels, or brooms. The state-of-the-art touchscreen controls, known as the MMO system, are located at the driver's side control station and in the cab. They feature a home screen that gives you one-touch access to the switch panel as well as the truck and engine information. The newest addition to the 9055 lighting options are the LED side lamps. They operate as a marker light, marker flasher, and also as an LED flood. For more information on the Century 9055, please contact your local Century distributor to make this the newest addition to your
Increase in the number of three-stage hydraulic booms and rotators, spreader bars have become a must-have for the towing industry. Although there are many on the market and some operators have even built their own, Miller engineers set out to design a spreader bar that specifically meets the needs of our industry for capacity and ease of use. Safety being the number one objective, the bars are manufactured and individually tested and serialized to meet ASME standards. The bar easily breaks down into 5 pieces with a total assembled weight of a mere 108 pounds, making it easy to assemble and store on your recovery unit. With an impressive lifting capacity of up to 20 tons, the main tubes are made of an extremely strong but lightweight alloy tubing and can mount in a number of locations on your unit depending on your needs. The wishbone end caps and cleavers store easily in one of your compartments. With 2 pins, your bar is now assembled and ready for rigging. Now we're going to go over the proper way to rig the bar and show the endless loop and shackle kits designed for use with the Miller spreader bar that are available from your Miller distributor. First, be sure to have the correct side of the cleaver to the top. It's the longer arm and should angle inward towards the center of the tube to form your top triangle. Attach a strap to each cleaver using a screw pin shackle with the round side towards the endless loop and the pin through the cleaver. Attach the 2 legs together using another screw pin shackle. Once again, round part of shackle to the endless loop and attach your hook to the top center shackle. Never hook your winch lines directly to the spreader bar. Depending on the load, choose the proper length endless loop to the cleaver, once again using a screw pin shackle with the loop side to the endless loop. Use another screw pin shackle on the bottom leg. Actual attachment to the load will depend on the lift. Your spreader bar can be adjusted to 100, 105, or 110 inch lengths by easily moving the bolt on the cleaver and changing to a different hole on the wishbone. For narrower loads such as generators, there is a short spreader bar tube that allows for 58, 63, or 68 inch lengths.
Miller Industries offers a complete line of Century and Vulcan light-duty autoloaders capable of full 90-degree angled approach recoveries. Miller Industries offers autoloaders in Century, Vulcan, and Chevron brands, and Century and Vulcan brands offer the wheel lift capable 90-degree angle recovery. The Century and Vulcan autoloader wheel lifts feature a self-centering crossbar that allows the operator the ability to recover the vehicle in parallel parked situations or any time a parallel approach is not possible. The self-centering crossbar can pivot a full 180 degrees and pivots on a 3-inch diameter steel pin for long-lasting durability. Whether repossessing a vehicle or simply recovering a stranded casualty, the Miller Industries auto loaders are the towing industry's best and most complete line of light-duty wreckers available. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all of the latest product trends. For more information, full product specifications, or to find a distributor near you, please visit our website at millerind.com or call us at 1-800-292-0330.
Whether on a repossession or rescuing a stranded biker, the motorcycle attachment offered by Miller Industries is a must for your Century or Vulcan autoloader. The motorcycle attachment is an easy-to-install system that slides directly on to your first or second generation Century or Vulcan autoloader wheel lift. Miller Industries manufactures this attachment using an all-steel construction for maximum durability. When loading a motorcycle, the attachment creates a track with its beveled sides and slanted approach edge, helping to smoothly guide and keep the tires centered on the wheel lift. After properly securing the bike using straps and chains to keep the crossbar from pivoting during transport, the beveled sides help to ensure the tires do not shift or slide from side to side. The beveled sides are flared out to accommodate extra wide bike tires and to prevent damage to the bike tire or rim. With features like counterbalance valves located directly on the wheel lift cylinders and options like negative tilt for sloped recoveries, this motorcycle attachment stands to complement the robust features of the Miller Industries autoloaders. This safe, effective, and easy-to-use method of towing motorcycles only makes your Century or Vulcan autoloader that much more ready to respond to any situation. For more information, full product specifications, or to find a distributor near you, please visit our website at millerind.com.
This video is for product demonstration.
So we entered in on the first phase of the paint facility, which is the preparation side. On this side, we're going to sand down all those A and B surface areas. We're going to make sure that, especially the sides of the booms, the back of the tailboard, the down tower, underlift, things of that nature, things that you're going to see, even when the boxes are on, get sanded down so we can get that good finish coat paint on them before we dress it out. They're going to enter into the wash booth where we're going to rinse off all of that dust, oil, residue before they enter into the paint booth. So after the unit, there's a wall that separates the paint facility from the prep side, just to keep those contaminants out of the finished paint product. Paint side, and then enter one of our two large double down draft paint booths. So what they're doing during the taping process is they're going to tape off those A and B surface areas. We're going to make sure that we hit those sides of the booms, the lift cylinders, the tailboard, the sides of the underlift. This first paint booth is 75 feet long, it's 35 feet wide, 35 feet tall. Again, 1075 5-axle rotator in this paint booth with the outriggers fully extended, the boom all the way extended, and be able to shut the door in front and behind the truck. The second paint booth over here is 100 feet long, it's 25 feet wide, has a divider in the middle to make it two 50-foot booths. There's 4 air-operated man lifts in this booth, which keeps us from having to build any racks or scaffolding for the painters to get on to paint the units. Being a double downdraft paint booth, that allows us to have 2 painters in the booth at one time, one on each side of the truck, that excess paint just coming down outside of the cabin chassis and the unit. This booth also doubles as a heat booth, so we'll heat the unit up to 140 degrees after we've completed the paint process for it to help it dry and cure. So after the finished product comes out of the paint booth, it's going to enter the inspection and touch-up area. Here we're going to inspect the truck. We've got these LED lights on either side to create as much natural light as we can and go over the unit, just handle any touch-up issues that we need. Also, when the truck comes back from dress out, like the unit behind me here, it'll be complete with the boxes on it. We'll handle any of those touch-up needs before we send it up front for delivery. Make sure you subscribe to our news feed on our website so you can get the latest information, tips, and tricks from Miller Industries. The 1135 is becoming one of our more popular rotators. It's a two-stage, 35-ton rotator. One of those units that could go out there and be a frontline tow truck for you, but also give you a lot of recovery capability. This unit comes standard with 25,000-pound boom recovery winches, and you can also upgrade those to 35,000-pound winches. There's a couple different underlift variations that you can choose from, either the SDU4 in the street or the coach lowrider versions, and then also the knee boom underlift as you see here in the street version or in the coach version as well. The 1135 comes just like the other rotators in 180 either tandem or triaxle body. You can use either a 36 or a 48-inch tonal box in front of it. The low front outriggers are also standard equipment and then comes with 3-stage rear outriggers. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you log on to our website, subscribe to our news feed to get all the latest information, tips, and tricks from Miller Industries.